Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sports Wrap. I'm your host, Mark Johnson. Alex Long has the night off. This is going to be a short show tonight. We're only going to do about a half hour. We will allow some phone calls in that half hour. We will also be talking about a little bit about the week in review, if you will. And we'll get to that in just a moment. 397-5886 is the number to call if you want to talk sports in this half hour. And we've got Todd Hilton and Rick Miller up in the booth, and absolutely nobody running the cameras tonight. So we've got a short crew. No offense to your height, guys, but we've got a short crew tonight. We've got two guys working the whole outfit and one guy hosting. So I keep kidding these guys, telling them that pretty soon it's only going to be me running the whole thing, and that's a scary thought, you know. But let's get on with the sports report for tonight. We'll start off with baseball news, the standings in the divisions, the division standings. First in the American League East race last week, New York and Toronto started the week tied for first place, 3 games ahead of Boston and 4.5 ahead of Baltimore. Both teams ended the week the same way they started the week, tied. Baltimore stays 4.5 behind, but Boston falls to 5 games behind. It looks like unless Boston can really get their act together, there's not really much of a chance of them breaking the curse of the Bambino this year. So it's unfortunate, but I'd really like to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. In the American League West race, Chicago led Kansas City by 3.5 to begin the week and led Texas by 4 games. And by the end of the week, the White Sox had extended their lead to 4 games over Kansas City and 5.5 over Texas, with Seattle 6.5 behind and in 4th place. Not out of it yet, but they're really going to have to play some good baseball, and the other 3 teams are really going to have to falter if Seattle has a chance. They're playing some really good ball right now, though. They could still make a charge for the title there. In the National League East, the Phillies have all but clinched the division title. They started the week 9 games ahead of St. Louis and ended the week with the same lead. So they're not relinquishing any of that lead to the St. Louis Cardinals. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me in the next week or two if they didn't extend that lead a little bit more. Over in the National League West last week, the Giants started and ended the week the same way, leading Atlanta by 7.5 games. They'll most likely win their division quite handily. In other sports news, Paul Azinger, I think we talked about this last week a little bit. Paul Azinger came from behind to tie Greg Norman and force a sudden death playoff at the PGA Championship, and then proceeded to win the tournament on the second playoff hole, in which Norman missed a 4.5-foot putt that could have sent it into a third hole of sudden death. Azinger won $300,000, while Greg Norman settled for a measly $155,000. It's sad, isn't it, when you have to settle for $155,000 for second place in the golf tournament? That would be the life, wouldn't it? I'd settle for second every time. Some sad news, of course, we all know about Michael Jordan's father. Michael Jordan's family said their final goodbyes this week to Michael's father, James, who was slain last month in North Carolina in what appeared to be a random act of violence, in which 2 teenage boys were arrested earlier this week when police traced phone calls made from James Jordan's cellular phone, and also saw a music video in which one of the boys was wearing the championship ring that Michael gave his father. Again, some really sad news there. You hate to see that happen to anybody, but it really hits home when it's the father or mother or any relative of someone that's as famous as Michael Jordan. It's sad when we hear about it in just normal everyday occurrences, but when it happens to somebody that's in the spotlight like that, it's very tragic. And so it's been a really bad year for sports-related deaths, although James Jordan was not an athlete. His son is. The Portland Trail Blazers are no closer to clearing up the Dudley Do-Right deal, if you will. The hearing in this and 2 other similar cases began last Monday The Blazers are accused of circumventing the NBA salary cap by putting an escape clause in Dudley's contract that would allow Dudley to become a free agent after next season. 2 other teams are attempting this same escape clause contract. The Chicago Bulls are trying this with Tony Kukoc, and the Atlanta Hawks are trying this with Craig Elo. And no word on whether those have been voided. I'm not sure if those contracts have been voided as like Portland's has or not. The Portland Trail Blazers feel very confident that Chris Dudley will be a part of their team when the season opens in November. They are committed to signing Chris Dudley one way or another. Whether they drop this current contract that would allow him to leave after 1 season, or if they just decide to sign him for a single season or even 2 seasons, will be left up to the Blazer brass. You know, the big guys up there in the head office, Jeff Petrie and all the rest of those wonderful fellows up there. In other basketball news, Joe Klein, formerly of the Boston Celtics, signed with the Phoenix Suns earlier this week. Terms of the deal were not disclosed. How many times do you hear that? Terms of the deal were not disclosed. Why can't they just tell you the guy's making $3 million a year for the next 5 years? What's so big about that? You know, I don't understand it. Anyway, Klein joins a team already stacked with talent, with the likes of what's that guy? Barkley, Charles Barkley. Yeah, that's him. Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley, Danny Ainge, Oliver Miller, Richard Dumas, as well as Mark West. A load of talent there. I was going to say something else, but this is a family show, so I won't say it. You adults know what I was thinking. Phoenix is also reported to being close to signing free agent AC Green, formerly of the Los Angeles Lakers. After release, Phoenix also released Tom Chambers as a free agent, so that would free up a spot for AC Green should they decide to sign him, and should AC Green decide to sign with the Phoenix Suns. If these additions, by that I mean the AC Green deal, if it goes through, if these additions to the Phoenix Suns lineup isn't enough to win a championship next season, then I don't know what is, because this team is going to be stacked with so much talent. They're going to look like the Blazers a few years ago. Portland is really going to have to do some amazing things before this season starts if they want a chance at beating Phoenix this year, because if Phoenix gets AC Green, folks, I hate to be a doubting Thomas or a doubting Mark or whatever you want to call me, but if AC Green goes to Phoenix, you might as well kiss your championship goodbye next year. I don't care how good Clyde Drexler plays. This team's in serious trouble if AC Green goes to Phoenix. Other sports news. Portland Rage of the Roller Hockey International League ended their inaugural season last Tuesday with a win against Utah at Memorial Coliseum by a score of 11-10. They ended the season with a record of 4-10 overall. Not real good, but not too bad for a new franchise in their first season. Generally, you don't find too many teams coming into a league in their first season and winning a championship. So kudos to the Portland Rage for a fine season in their inaugural season. Portland Pride also, they're still playing. They've got a few more games left. They're doing rather well. They're only about 5.5 games out of first place and doing rather well in the Continental Indoor Soccer League. Congratulations to the Portland Pride as well. Jackie Joyner-Kersee won the gold medal in the heptathlon at the World Track and Field Championships on Tuesday in Stuttgart, Germany. She finished with a total of 6,837 points, 40 more than second-place finisher and defending champion Sabine Braun. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I know I got Braun right. I just have trouble with these German names. Also at the World Track and Field Championships, Dan O'Brien, a native of Klamath Falls, Oregon, won the decathlon at the World Track and Field Championships with a record championship, 8,817 points, the 5th best total in history, giving him his 2nd consecutive world championship decathlon title, despite some nagging injuries throughout the week of competition there. Congratulations to Dan O'Brien and Jackie Joyner-Kersey for winning their events, respectively. We are going to open up the phone lines now. That's our sports report for the evening. We're going to open up the phone lines for the last about 18 minutes of the show tonight. Like I say, we are doing a short show tonight due to the fact that we have minimal crew and really not a lot going on in sports lately. Call in 397-5886. Talk sports with me.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
We'd like to know if you got any information on the Slammin' Jam.
The Slammin' Jam. Well, Mike Rice's Ringers, as they were called, beat Eddie Doucette's Dunkers 153 to 141, I do believe, is what I saw in the paper. Really good turnout for the Slammin' Jam. 12,400 people filled Civic Stadium yesterday to watch the annual Slammin' Jam, in which the Blazers put on. They've done this for the last few years now to raise money this year for Oregon High School athletics. You got to commend the Blazers for doing their part there to ensure that the future of high school athletics is alive and well in this state. From what I hear, it was a good game. Good run and gun, up-tempo game. Kevin Duckworth returned. Mario Ellie returned. Danny Young was there. I think the new guy, Harvey Grant, was there.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
We have a phone call.
Do we? All right, 15 minutes to go, and we got our first phone call. Go ahead,
okay,
caller.
Hold on. I have to change plugs here. Hold on.
Okay. That would be cool.
Okay, go ahead. Hello, Mark.
Yeah.
This is Brian.
How you doing, man?
Not bad. I just wanted to let you know I guess there's a killing did you hear about the killing over at Goble? Last night.
The what now?
Yeah, there's a killing last night.
A killing?
Yeah, over at Goble.
Goble? No,
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
There's one guy, they killed his dad and his older son's in the hospital right now. And I guess the guys are still on the loose, so.
Well, that's weird. Huh.
Yeah, they got caught last night and they escaped again, so.
Oh, great. Just what I wanted to know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said, my friends tell me, just be careful.
I will definitely do that. I thank you for that information.
Okay.
Scares the heck out of you sometimes. Well, that was information I really wanted to hear. Thanks a lot for scaring me like that. Appreciate that. Keep me on my toes anyway. Yeah, all right. That was cool. Anyway, I think I heard a phone ring. I thought I heard a phone ring. I did hear a phone ring.
Hey, yeah, I was just wanting to comment on. I was listening to last week's. I tried all week to get in, or all night, and I couldn't get in there. And you guys were talking about Chris Dudley.
Yeah.
I was just wondering why it seemed like everybody was giving him a bad time about the whole deal and about him coming to Portland. But if you really think about it, doesn't Portland need a shot blocker and a man to play defense in the middle? And that's what they've really needed. Duckworth couldn't provide that, even though he could provide the shots.
Well, yeah, they do. I just read in the paper today. Also, I was kind of rooting for Joe Wolf myself. I like the way he plays, and I like his style. But I just read in the paper today that he turned down some guaranteed money by Portland to take an even bigger chunk of money to go play in Spain next year. So there goes that right down the tubes. Is it really worth it, though, to lose A, $1 million, and B, future draft picks just to sign a guy that only scores 3 points a game? Even if he is everything that they say he is on defense, is it worth it?
I would say yes, just because of the fact that they do need somebody to intimidate or a shot blocker. Because if you don't, Portland's never had a real good shot blocker. If you really thought about it, they've never had a real good shot blocker since, I'd probably say Bill Walton.
Yeah, I would say since Bill Walton.
And if they don't have a shot blocker and somebody to at least intimidate the power forwards or small forwards from driving in and just laying in that, because Duckworth was too big and too slow. He just couldn't move to get in position to make a shot to block it. And you look at Manu Bull, he just intimidates by his size. And this Chris Dudley, he's big and he's got a pretty good wingspan to him, and I think he would provide the defensive ability that Portland does not have right about now in the key.
Yeah. I think if they're going to do it, if they're going to sign him, I think the best thing to do is go with what the NBA did and void that contract, rip it up, throw it through the shredder, burn it, do whatever you want with it, and start over from scratch. And if you have to get rid of somebody like, I don't know, Tracy Murray or Dave Johnson or somebody like that to free up some money to get this guy signed, then do it. If you're really serious about bringing this guy in, then make some room for him and do it legally and under the salary cap. If he'll settle for $800,000 for the first year or two, hey, that's a lot of money. $800,000 a year for playing basketball is a lot of money. It may not be what guys like Jordan and Drexler and Ewing and Robinson, David Robinson, and guys like that are making, but he's not as good as them. In fact, I don't know if he's worth $800,000 just for shot blocking purposes and defensive purposes. For $800,000 a year, I'd want a few more than 3 more points a game too.
I would just like to say that he's got to be fairly good because Portland has a pretty big interest in him, and plus look at the salary that Washington wanted to pay him just to stay there. I mean, he might have been their second string, but why would they want to pay that much money? That's another question. Is there something about him that's that good that they're hoping that he's going to be a great player, that they see the prospect in him?
I don't know. I'm going to take a wait and see attitude myself, and really, watch him play, and see what makes him worth what New Jersey wanted to pay him, which is $22 million over 7 years. What is it that's there about him that makes him worth that much? And I think, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I'm not trying to put him down or anything. I'm just saying I just don't know if it's worth it to try and follow up on what they're doing right now as far as their contract that they're offering him now. If the NBA is going to find us $1 million and take away future draft picks, I'd say scrap that contract and come up with a new one that makes the NBA happy. And I'll tell you what, if I were the Chicago Bulls and the Atlanta Hawks, I'd be doing the same thing with Craig Elo and Tony Kukoc. If they really are serious about signing these guys, let's do it in the legal manner to where it doesn't make anybody mad and makes everybody happy. So, I don't know.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Mark.
All right, thanks for calling in. 397-5886. We got about 10 minutes left to go in the show. Like I say, it is going to be a short show tonight. We're really short-handed. This is one of those short nights, you know what I'm saying? You're short-handed on crew, you're short-handed on a co-host, you're short-handed on topics, so... Oh, that was cool. Breaking the law, breaking the law. It's the Beavis and Butthead Show, starring Beavis and Butthead. Anyway,
ahead,
I have a phone ring.
Hi, this is Nathan.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's any volleyball around here, Saint Helens or Rainier or somewhere.
Outside of high school, you mean?
Yeah.
Only place I know of is down at the Columbia River Athletic Club. Used to be Columbia River Athletic Club. Columbia River Sports and Recreation Center now.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Thank you.
So,
I'm pretty sure about it. Yeah, I had to think of all the initials in it because I used to write them checks every month. I used to go down there, but it doesn't show that I used to go down there, but I did.
So how do you think the Raiders will do this year then?
What?
How do you think the Raiders will do?
The Raiders?
Yeah. Radels.
I don't. Who did they add this year? Did they add Dickerson?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he going to be an asset or a liability to them? He's getting pretty old.
Probably a
Slow him down, or is he going to be? Is he going to be just what they need?
Nope.
That's a tough one to call. How are they doing? How are they doing right now in preseason?
They're okay, I guess.
Are they? I'm trying to remember if they're 2-0 or not. One of the teams is 2-0, and I can't remember if it's the Raiders or who it is.
Huh.
But
Well, anyway, so they. Do you know if anywhere else? Does that health club? Does it cost anything? Do you know? About how much a month or a day or whatever?
if you go in as a guest with a member, it's like $5 for the day, or at least it used to be. I don't know what it is now. That was about a year ago.
So you don't know if they charge by the month?
That you can't. Yeah, you can go in. You can become a member. I don't know if they've got an initiation fee or not. I think they do now. There's a monthly fee. You can join as a member and pay a monthly fee. One of these days we'll have to get Larry Forsyth on here. He's the owner of it, and get him on here and talk about all the wonderful things they've got down there. And we had some video somewhere of the grand opening of it, and I have no idea where that video is at now, but we did a story on it about a year ago when it opened up, and it's improved a lot since then from what I understand, but I'm not a member there anymore. Like I say, you can tell I'm not a member there anymore, but I'd like to become a member up there again, but I just don't have the... Hello. Thank you. The heck was that? Anyway.
That was it.
That was it? That was what? That's the show? I say we still got at least 5 or 6 minutes left. Still there, caller?
No, the caller's gone. I think as long as you're getting calls, you should go a little longer.
I think so too.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep going until the calls stop.
Okay, keep calling. 5886.
397-5886 is the number to call to talk sports with me. Mark Johnson here on Sports Rapp, like we're here every week, 7 o'clock every week. Usually from 7 to 8, but sometimes a little less than that, sometimes a little longer than that. It all depends on how many phone calls we get. So keep calling in.
Mark, we have a caller.
Okay, great. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Not bad.
You need to turn the volume up, guys.
Me?
No, the guys up in the booth.
Oh, sorry, man. How do you think the Blazers are going to do this year? I mean, besides with the Wolf thing and everything. I mean, not Wolf, the other guy.
I think the Blazers are going to do fine. I didn't have a chance to see any highlights of how Clyde did in that slam and jam yesterday, but if he's healthy and if Harvey Grant plays well...
Did you see him play, or?
Huh?
Did you see Harvey Grant play? Any clips or anything?
I haven't seen him play yet. I'm anxious to. I'm anxious to watch him.
Yeah.
I think he can do a lot for this team. And
He's going to rip it up.
oh, I think so. Rod Strickland's been working on the outside shot.
Yeah?
He's going to be hot. Tracy Murray, if he gets in there and gets some playing time, I think he'll be hot this year. I think as long as we're healthy, we've got a good shot at defeating Phoenix, dethroning them, if you will. But if they get AC Green, it's going to be really tough for Portland to win the West this year.
Yeah. You think Grant will be an all-star?
Do I think Grant will what?
Be an all-star?
There's a good possibility. If he plays well, if people recognize the fact that he's playing well, and if he is playing well, he may not be a starter, but I think if he's playing really well, the coaches whoever the coach is going to be for the All-Star game this year, I think if he can impress them enough, I think he will be at least a reserve.
What's the starting five going to be for the
starting
Blazers?
Five for the West? Barkley for sure.
No, just for the Blazers, I mean.
Pardon?
Just for the Blazers.
For the Blazers? Well, if they get Dudley, he'll be your starting center.
Yeah.
You still have Buck Williams.
Will he start?
I think so. I think they'll at least. I think he'll probably get the opening night shot at it, you know, and they'll evaluate him from there. He is getting up there. I don't know. This may be his last season. You know, nobody really knows for sure.
Yeah.
But I do think they'll start Buck. At least, you know, until they can figure out whether it's going to work out or not. I think Harvey Grant, if he can impress the coaching staff with his playing ability, will probably start in Jerome Kersey's spot.
What about Robinson?
Cliff or
man
James?
again? Huh?
Cliff?
Yeah.
Cliffy? There's always a chance he could start in place of Buck.
Yeah.
There's always that chance. I mean, he impressed the coaches last year during the regular season, but I don't think he impressed them too much during the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a possibility. He could start in Buck's place if they want to go to a younger lineup.
Yeah, that'd be a good move, I think.
And then, of course, Clyde and Terry are going to be your guards. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty much a given there. With Strickland, probably Strickland and... Ooh, who's going to be there with a guard? Probably Tracy Murray coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
For lack of anybody else that I can think of right offhand. Now that Ellie's gone, which I don't think losing Mario Ellie was a good idea.
Yeah, that was stupid, wasn't it?
I think that was one of the dumber moves that Portland made during the offseason. I'm anxious to see if Chris Dudley does end up playing. I'm anxious to see how he does. You know, if he can. I mean, obviously they're not getting him for his scoring abilities because he really doesn't have any. But I think the thing that worries me most about Dudley is if he's out there on the court during the closing seconds of a game, and it's a really tight game, and say we're up by 1 point and we've got the ball, if that ball gets into his hands, the first thing that the other team's going to do is foul him because they know he can't make a free throw. And they're going to get that ball back, and that, you know, it could make the difference. That's what worries me, you know. If there's nobody else open and they've got to pass it to him to get rid of it, you know, what do? You know?
Yeah.
And that's where it worries me. He's going to really have to work on his free throw ability. From what I hear, he has been working on it, and I don't know if it's made any difference or not, but I guess he has been working on it.
Yeah, I heard he was looking sharp.
Really?
Yeah.
That could be. I would like to hope so. You know, I really would. Because you want to see him do. I'd like to see him do well here. You know, I'd like to see a center. You know, maybe the Blazers coaching staff, maybe they're seeing something in him that we're not seeing. You know, maybe they're seeing a diamond in the rough or something. You know, maybe they're seeing somebody that can blossom into an all-around center who can score like Patrick Ewing and
I don't know.
and play defense like
There's someone on the
Shaq.
phone.
So.
Dustin? Yeah, someone on the phone. Who you talking to? It's Mark, man. Mark? Yeah, Mark Johnson, Sports Rapp. Oh, you're on TV? Yeah. Oh, all right.
How you doing, man?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
That was Danny Lettrell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
he's
cool.
a big fan of yours.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I like having fans.
Yeah.
It's getting warm in here. I could use
Yeah,
another fan.
yeah, Dan came down there one time.
Yeah.
The La Scala, I think, was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The La Scala show. That's
Yeah.
right. I remember you
Yeah, he
guys.
fell, I think, didn't he?
Huh?
He might have fell in front of the desk there.
Yeah, I
He
remember
tripped on
that.
something, I think.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
I
He said he
remember.
felt stupid.
We probably have that footage somewhere around here.
Yeah, let's watch it. If we could.
Well, I don't know. I don't think they know where it's at. I don't.
Oh.
Heck, I don't even remember the date of that show. That's been a while now. It's been over a month.
Well, I better go. I mean, I'm just, gotta go eat.
Sounds like a plan to me.
The hair's looking good, Mark.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alrighty, have a good one, dude. Oh, that was cool. Oh, remind you of anybody? That was cool.
It's supposed to pack an awesome buzz.
Her toady. Yes, sir.
Mark, we have another caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hello. This is Wilbur Wright. I had a question about what's his name? The baseball player. You know, the one with the short legs and the big afro. What was his name? What? No, that wasn't him. No. Oh yes, I am. I was wondering if it was possible for you to jump onto the table and I don't know, maybe just scream.
How you doing, Robert?
I'm fine, Mark. How are you?
I knew it was you. I recognize that voice anywhere. You can never fool me with that British accent, man. You're gonna have to come up with another voice.
I know, but you were just being so serious. We thought we'd break it up.
Me? We're showing Beavis and Butthead clips, and you call me serious?
Well, you enjoyed it.
It was fun. So what's
Talk to you
happening?
later, then.
So what's happening?
Not much. We're just watching you on television.
That's cool. You watching from your house?
Paul's.
Paul's house.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul. We're gonna get those cross-dressers on real soon for you.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye. Oh joy, oh joy, oh happy. Stimpy, you idiot.
Mark, I think we have another caller.
You think so? Well, let's give it a shot, shall we?
Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Mark.
Yo,
How did you play any sports when you were a kid?
when I was a kid,
Yeah.
as in like high school or
Yeah.
high school? No, not competitively.
Then how come you got like a sports show?
Because I've always liked sports. I'm more of an athletic supporter, if you will.
That's pretty funny.
Thank you. I'm gonna turn this into a comedy show. We're gonna forget about
Did you just
sports.
make that up?
Huh?
Did you just make that up?
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good.
I'm hot on them, man. I'm right there. We're gonna turn this into a comedy show real soon. You just watch.
I'll be watching.
Okay. Actually, I think we've already done it, but I'm not sure. No, I've always enjoyed watching sports, and I participate in some, but I never played. I was never good enough to make the team, so I was always forced to watch from the sidelines. You know what I'm saying?
That was pretty cool.
I missed that. What happened? Oh. It don't matter if you're black or white, okay? That's what Michael Jackson says. And damn it, I believe it.
Right on.
Right on, brother. We're all brothers here, aren't we? We're all brothers and sisters, no matter what the color of skin.
I reckon we are.
I reckon we are too.
All right. Well, hey, it was good talking to you.
All right, good talking to you, man.
All right.
Thanks for calling. Yes, sir, Bob. This here's a comedy show.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. Sports rap. Tastes like chicken. Yeah.
Mark, we have another caller.
Do we?
Go ahead,
How
caller.
come I'm not surprised?
Hello, Mark.
How you doing?
This is Ray. I'm in town.
Yeah.
Do you remember me? See, I sang with you at Forest Grove there, buddy.
Ray!
How you
Buddy, dude! What's up?
Oh, I just turned this on. I couldn't believe what was going on here. It's pretty funny.
I couldn't believe it myself.
Oh,
They gave me my own show.
looks pretty good.
Us.
I got a question for you.
You ought to come down here, man.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
How do you feel about the way that the league is coming down on the Blazers instead of Chicago and Atlanta, being they have the same deal going?
I'll tell you, that is a very good question. I'll tell you what. I think they're being really biased against Portland because you look at the Bulls, okay, yeah, they're 3-time defending champions. They've been trying to sign Tony Kukoc for what, 3 years? They've been unsuccessful. Well, they've been unsuccessful about getting money under the salary cap to do it. So they go and try this thing, and then Portland says, "Well, hey, if they can do it, and if Atlanta can do it, then we can do it." You know. Well, the league hasn't said a thing about Chicago or Atlanta. But when Portland tries to do it, hey, wait a minute, guys, you can't do that. What is it? Something with the West or what? The Eastern teams can do it, the Western teams can't, or what?
We're too small, I think.
Yeah, we
we're too
are.
small of a market area. Mark is what I think it's prejudice. I think it's what it is, and
it is.
It's kind of a rip.
And I don't know. I don't like the way the NBA is doing it. I mean, if they're going to come down hard on us, they better come down hard on Atlanta and Chicago.
Hey, you can't touch Michael. You know that.
I don't care if you can touch Michael or not. Do you think he'll retire?
Jordan?
Yeah.
No, I think he'll go for another title. And I don't see anybody
I can see him
Chicago.
playing at age 130. I'm going for the skate.
He could probably still do it. I can't stand him, but he's good. Yeah.
Damn it. They're going to make special Nikes just for him with little rockets on the back so they can speed him up and down the
Hey, you're
court.
looking fine there, Mark. You're looking pretty good there.
Then they're going to give some kind of springs into his shoes so he can jump. Yeah. He's going to be able to dunk it from three-quarters court because he's going to have these rockets and these springs. And he'll be 130 years old. They're going to go for their 100th consecutive title.
What kind of endorsements do you think he'll get when he plays at that age?
Metamucil.
Yeah.
Geritol. Depends. Depends would be a good one for
Depends
him.
Undergarments.
Depends undergarments.
How about Preparation H?
Preparation H. Well, he could be doing that one right now. He's so full of it.
Oh, you know, you got to see Mark shoot the basketball. That caller that asked if he played any sports, he's got a pretty good shot.
Who's that?
That last caller that wanted to know if you played any sports.
Oh, yeah? Who was that?
I don't know who the last caller was.
Oh.
Anyway, I just thought I'd call and say hi.
Well, I'm glad you did, man.
Yeah,
How long
her
are you in
easy.
town for?
Huh?
How long are you in town for?
Oh, I just went to the Seahawks game last night. We kicked San Francisco's rear. And,
All right. It's about time we won a game.
Yeah, 30-0. Rick Meyer looked pretty hot.
Did he?
He's going to be one of the...
Now, what's going on with this contract?
Nobody knows.
I mean, it's the same thing with Portland. It's like the same dispute that Portland's got going.
Same thing. I don't think they know what's going on. I stopped by Cairo Radio. They had a guy doing the radio show outside, and I talked to him, and they don't know what's going on, but he's playing without a contract. They just have some kind of a deal worked out that in case if he has an injury or something that he'll be taken care of. But he was hot. He was really hot last night. San Francisco's defense couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
So they might be 8-8 this year.
What position is he playing? Is he QB?
Yeah, he's quarterback. He came out of Notre Dame. They compared him to Joe Montana. He broke all of Montana's records at Notre Dame.
Wow.
Yardage and TD passes, and so Seattle might have something going. If they had a line, it'd be a little better. But
well, yeah, that would help.
Yeah.
It would always help when you got somebody that can protect the quarterback.
Yeah. What have you heard about Saint Helens football? What are they going to be doing this year?
Well, the only problem I can see is which guy's going to start at quarterback. You got Gordy Jarman and the heck's his name? Jeez, can't even remember his name now. Gordy Jarman, and there's another kid. I can't remember who the other kid is, but they're both good. I mean, they're both excellent quarterbacks that were JV quarterbacks last year, and they're hot. It's just going to be a toss-up of who's going to get the starting job at quarterback. I guess both of them are looking really good. We should have a really good team this year.
How many starters did we lose off of last year's team? Do you know?
God, I don't even know. I know we lost Brian Bigham.
That was a big loss.
Dean Timmons is gone. A host of others. Probably, I can't remember. I think I saw it in the paper, the local paper, not too long ago. But there's a lot of good guys that were playing for the JV team last year. Well, actually, there's a lot of good guys that were playing on the varsity team that just weren't getting a lot of playing time. But
up and comers coming on then.
I think they'll go really well. I think Wes Bigham's going to have them whipped into shape. I like Wes.
He's a good coach.
Like the way he handles the team. He's an awesome coach. I mean, I wish we would have had him there.
Yeah, when I was there, we won one game in 2 years when we were there, Mark.
I know. We would have won some serious. We would have kicked some serious butt if we would have had him.
Yeah,
a couple years earlier.
But they're doing well with him now. I thought I'd call and tell you hi, and looking good.
I'm glad you did.
All right, take her
care,
easy,
man.
Mark. See you later.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. All right. I thought I heard somebody knocking at the door.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Mark.
We got another phone call coming in, don't we?
Okay, Mark, we have another caller.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Go ahead.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah.
How do you think the Cowboys will do this year?
I think they'll do really well. I think, now, didn't Aikman have some surgery during the offseason?
Yeah.
He's back now. He's healthy.
Yeah.
They got their butts kicked by Houston the other day.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, hey, it's preseason. They're still getting ready. I think they'll do really well. I don't think they'll win the Super Bowl this year. I think Kansas City will do well with Joe Montana.
How do you think San Francisco will do?
My feeling is they're probably going to fall flat on their face this year. I don't see them doing real well at all. Until they can figure out who's going to be their quarterback and figure out a way to keep from getting their quarterbacks injured all the time. I mean, they're losing quarterbacks left and right.
Yeah.
Bono's out. Steve Young, I think, is out. They got some third stringer in there that I can't even pronounce the guy's name. I have no idea who this guy is. I don't know. Do they still have Bill Musgrave around?
Yeah, I think they do.
Do they?
I'm not sure.
They just haven't taken the time to do anything with him.
Well, I gotta go.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye. We got about another 15 minutes to go here in the show. Call in, 397-5886 is the number. Oh.
And now, back to you, Mark.
I love this stuff. Got some good sound bites up there, Todd. Keep up the good work, buddy. We got another phone call?
Mark, we have a caller.
Oh, God, I'm a psychic. Go ahead.
Mark Johnson?
Yeah.
2 calls ago, you guys were knocking Michael Jordan. Now, I know I heard that crap somewhere before, and I didn't like it. That man is the best player ever for the NBA. And he don't deserve to be knocked like that by some small-time TV show.
Would you rather it was done by a big-time TV show?
Well, at least he'd know it wouldn't be going on behind his back.
I'll send him a copy of the tape.
You do that.
Tell you what, better yet, why don't you tape the show off the TV and send him a copy yourself?
I don't think so, Mark.
I didn't think so either. I didn't think so.
All right, well, I was just calling to speak my mind.
That's what we're here for.
All right.
Thanks. 397-5886, 15 minutes to go before we end this one. Oh my Lord, there's the phone again. Am I going to have to get up and answer these phones? Huh?
Mark, we have a caller.
Now how come I knew that? Go ahead.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Good, how you doing, man?
Not too bad.
What's up?
Hey, what was with that last caller there? It seemed a bit on edge.
I don't know. We
Had
get
too
some
much
of the
caffeine or
strange ones.
something.
We get some of the strange callers. I don't know. They don't like me knocking my.
I heard there's a rumor going around.
Huh?
I heard a rumor going around.
Well, let's hear it.
I heard that everybody on this Saint Helens football team is going to get their hair cut like yours this year. Have you heard that?
I don't know. I got a few guys that just walked in here. Are you guys playing for Saint Helens football team this year?
Yep.
You guys gonna get your hair cut like mine?
Yep.
Are you?
Because I heard that's what's going to happen.
Okay, you've heard it right
Is that Danny over there?
Do I have to get up and like run the camera now, guys?
No, just have him come over right beside you.
Oh, okay. Well, come on in, guys. Come on in. What the heck? We'll have some fun here. You don't lean too heavily, guys.
Watch your step.
Yeah. How's it going, man? Good. What's going on?
Nothing much.
Nothing much.
Looks like them Luttrell boys.
Yep.
Looks like them. Could be. I saw their posters up there down at the post office the other day, but I'm not sure.
I heard that one on the right.
Mugshots,
That one on your right, I heard he's strong as an ox.
Is he? Is that true? Are you strong as an ox? Okay. I kind of figured.
He's buff.
How'd you guys get in?
Have him flex for us.
Who let you in?
The night guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Have him flex for us. I heard he's buff.
I'm gonna say I'm the only one with keys around here.
Oh, never mind.
Anyway, what's that? You have to turn the volume up, guys.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that's okay. Go ahead. You're the caller.
Have the one on your right flex for us. I heard he's awful buff.
Have him flex. Okay, go ahead, flex. Come on.
Danny.
It'd take up too much camera space.
Danny flex. There it is. Look at them monsters, huh?
Jeez, I'll tell you. They make me look just...
Those boys are doing St. Helens proud.
I hope so. How's the team gonna do this year, guys? How are they looking? All right, you guys in practices right now?
Mm-hmm.
What, 2 a days?
Daily doubles.
Daily doubles. Cool. Who's gonna be the starting quarterback?
Probably Jarman.
Jarman. Now, who's the other one? I'm trying to think of his name. Who's the other one?
Cordell.
Yeah. Ronnie Cordell. That's right. Dang it! I knew it was one of them guys. I couldn't think of his name though.
Oh, buffness.
He thinks he's starting out, man.
Yeah. But Jarman's probably gonna be a starter though. Huh?
Yeah, he's got more talent.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
You and that Ray caller. Were you guys were dancing at the Embers or something?
When we were seniors in high school, we were both in a cappella choir. Don't laugh, because that was the cool thing. That was the cool thing at the time.
Still is.
Still is. That's right. And we were both selected for a festival in Forest Grove called Music in May, and we boogied on down there together, and we sang together, and we lived together. It was totally killer, man. Stayed there at Pacific University, chased women for about 4 days.
Who's this?
Ray Novak is the guy's name. Cool dude.
You tasted women?
Hey man, I always chase women. It's just catching them. That's the tough part.
You tasted them.
Huh?
You tasted them?
No, chased.
Oh.
Like ran after him.
Like run after him?
Yeah.
I would have caught one too if I wouldn't have been so out of shape.
Yeah. That was in high school?
What's that?
That was in high school when you did that?
Yeah, that was years ago. I'm an old man.
How old are you, Mark?
You don't want to know. I'm
Are you
26.
Like 26?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm 26. I'm an old man. I've been out of school for 8 years. Okay.
Yeah. You're just a young
I'm
pup.
26. Do I have to show you my driver's license? Do I have to prove I'm 26 here?
Yeah.
I will prove I'm 26.
Okay. Freeze frame it too, okay?
Let me see here.
On the camera?
Get it closer.
We got no cameraman here. Yeah, you know how? You know how to
Have
do that?
Danny bring it up there towards the
We're gonna see if we can get a close up on this, and I'll prove I'm 26.
Oh, is Danny running the camera now?
Right over there. See that handle right there? No. Down. Right there. See that? Oh, okay. Now go over to the other side.
Focus it, man.
Whoa, that was psychedelic. Okay, now go over to the other side. No. Zoom all the way in. Go ahead. Zoom all the way in. Rick will show you. Now focus on the other side. No, other side. Rick will show you.
Left side. Oh.
Dun. Okay.
That's a nice picture.
Yeah, right. Here, let me do this. There. How's that?
You had a different
The
haircut.
picture sucks, okay?
You had a different haircut then.
I had a way different haircut back then.
Yeah.
It doesn't look half as cool as it does now.
Oh, it's styling now.
And it's gonna look cooler as time goes on too.
What do you put in it?
That's my secret, man.
Is it like Jerry
I
curl?
will never tell. I will never tell.
Is it like Jerry curl stuff? Is that what you put in it?
No, I'm not gonna tell. Forget about it, man. I'm not telling what I put in.
Come on.
You'll never get that secret out of me. Forget about it. Don't even ask.
Okay.
It's Grecian formula. No, I'm just kidding.
It is?
But anyway, so what do you think about St. Helens football this year?
I think we'll do pretty good.
Are you in high school? I take it.
Yeah.
You gonna play? You playing on the team?
Yep.
Okay. You guys know who this is?
I think it's Dustin.
Did it?
Is this Dustin?
Huh?
Is this Dustin?
Who is it?
It's a foreign exchange student. You don't know me.
Foreign exchange student.
Yeah.
Is it the one with the lazy eye?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. I know who you are.
It's Tickles Urinoff.
Huh?
My name's Tickles Urinoff.
I thought it was Harry. What's your last name, Harry?
It's Tickles Urinoff. I don't know anything about Harry. I don't know what you're talking about. Well,
Okay.
Well, I better go because I'm not talking about sports or anything.
That's right. We're not talking sports here. And that's getting off the beaten path here, so.
Dan, just watch your step when you're leaving, okay?
I got you.
Okay, you too, Josh. All right. See you guys later. Bye.
397-5886. That's the only number to call.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Mark.
Thank you.
What did that say?
Couldn't have said it better myself, Mark. And join me next week on the Beavis and Butthead Show when my guest will be... Breaking the law, breaking the law.
We have another call, Mark.
Oh, I never would have guessed, Todd. Go ahead and put him on. Hello.
Hello, Mark.
Yeah, how you doing?
All right.
What's up?
I just thought I'd call in and tell you need to pop that pimple on your forehead.
Got that call. Got that call. I don't need any of this stuff. Like you can really see it from that far away anyway.
It's when I zoomed in.
Yeah, I must be. Oh, thanks a lot. Anyway. Caller still there? Good. Thank you. Yeah. Well, until they make zit popping an Olympic event, we're not going to talk about it.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Mark.
Can't you come up with something a little more original up there, Todd?
A question I have.
Go ahead, caller.
Yes, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, can the discovery of the Northwest Passage to the Canadian Arctic in 1906 help man reach Mars by the turn of the next century?
Yes. How you doing, Paul?
I'm doing good. There's no getting around you, man.
There's no getting around it, man. I can identify these voices. You thought you guys didn't think that I was going to guess Roberts, did you? Him doing that British accent. I know him, man. I've known him for 10 years. I know this guy. I know how he works. I know how he operates, and I know you too, pal. And I know where you live. Just remember that. I'm coming after you.
You know, Robert has a question for you.
Okay.
Why is it that you don't think Michael Jordan is a great basketball player?
Why is it I don't think he's a good basketball? I never said he was a bad basketball player. I just don't like him as a person.
You can't be knocking Mike, man. You can't knock him off the man.
Man, don't be knocking him, man. No, he's my brother, man.
You said you didn't think he was a good player. You just don't like him personally.
I don't like his attitude off the court. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, he's the greatest basketball player who ever lived. He's in a league all by himself. He's in a world all by himself.
He's the god.
Yeah, if not, he's real close.
But what is it about his attitude off court that you don't like? What does he do?
Oh, things like gambling on golf.
Well, a lot of people gamble though.
Yeah, but they don't lose $1 million on a golf game for
Yeah, but he's got $1 million to lose.
Well,
I mean, you got what? How much in your pocket? I mean, you don't have $1 million to lose, but he's got the money to throw away.
Yeah, I'll bet that $2 against Michael Jordan any day, man.
Oh yeah, you might.
Sure, I might lose it, but who cares?
Yeah, but I mean, if he's got $1 million, he wants to lose on gambling. He can do that. I mean, that's his money, isn't it?
Well, I feel his money could be better spent elsewhere, though.
Yeah, but you're not his financial advisor. I mean, it's his money.
Well, I should be. If I were, I'd have money for this studio.
No, but seriously, I mean, is that the only reason why you just don't like him? I mean, is there anything really?
I'll tell you another. Probably the biggest reason. Portland had a chance to draft him when he came out of college. They didn't do it. I felt it was probably the dumbest move that they never made. And instead, they took Sam Bowie. And then it came out a couple years later that Michael came out and said, well, I wouldn't want to play for Portland anyway. I don't like that town, blah, blah, blah. And he just totally ripped apart what I consider, an awesome town, man. I mean, it's just the Blazers rule in Portland, in the NBA. So the Bulls have 3 championships, big deal. They don't have Clyde the Glide. So they got Michael. Big deal. So he's the greatest that ever lived. Who cares?
Okay.
Everything in the NBA is centered around Michael Jordan or Shaquille O'Neal. And it sucks,
Well, Magic Johnson, I mean, he wants to come back to the Blazers.
Magic's gone. Magic's history. So is Larry Bird. You gotta give them credit. They made, Michael Jordan, or excuse me, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird made NBA basketball what it is today. They brought it back from what was pretty much a dead. I mean, it was before those two came into the league. It was not a very much watched sport, and they turned that around. They got people watching it and interested in it again, and as a result, you've seen the basketball card hobby is just, it's overtaken baseball, it's overtaken football, it's overtaken just about any sport, trading card wise, and a lot of that credit goes to guys like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Julius Erving, not so much Irving, but the other two. Michael Jordan has certainly helped that. Clyde Drexler, I think, has helped it.
You watching that?
Hey, Clyde was around before Michael.
Here. Okay.
What if Michael Jordan had never come into the NBA?
Bye.
You know who'd be number one right now? Clyde the Glide.
Disagree.
Who would be then? If Michael Jordan never played NBA basketball, who would be number one right now?
Number one as far as what are you talking about?
The number one player in the NBA, all-around player. Let's wrap it up. All-around best basketball player. I don't. It's Clyde Drexler, the man. For the last. No. I mean, it's been proven. It's been proven. The last.
Not counting Magic Johnson.
No.
He's not. Is he dead yet?
No. But if you were to take away Michael Jordan from the NBA.
Charles Barkley. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
He's not better than Clyde.
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the stats.
Stats are only part of it. You got to look at his class off the court. Okay, who's got more class? Who's got more class off the court? Who does more for the community off the court?
I think Charles is a pretty nice guy.
Have you ever met him? I've never. I would like to. I'd love to meet him.
Have you met Clyde?
Yes, I've interviewed Clyde. In fact, I've interviewed Clyde, Terry Porter, Buck Williams, Kevin Duckworth, Jerome Kersey, Cliff Robinson, Mark Bryant, Wayne Cooper, Enos Watley, and Rick Adelman.
Cindy Williams.
About Kermit Washington.
Kermit Washington, former Blazer. And of all those guys that I interviewed, the classiest guy on the team every time, Clyde Drexler.
Cindy